Oh my goodness, what a return to The Mandalorian. This episode was awesome. You guys, I'm going to be spoiling, so if you have not seen the episode yet, you might want to turn back, but this episode was great to me. Y'all let me know down in the comments what you thought about this episode, and if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and like this video as well if you like this content. But man, The Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 1, really good. Now, it's off to a start that's a little bit slow, but what I like about the beginning of the episode is we actually get a piece from the trailer. We saw that part in the trailer where a bunch of men pointed their guns at Mando and he took him down. That's the first part of this episode. I really like that. You know, we're pulling from the trailer already, so that's really cool. It means the trailer, in my opinion, didn't show us too much, so that's really nice. We get these great references, of course, to the original trilogy. We're back on Tatooine in this episode. We get to see banthas. We get to see Tusken Raiders in this episode. It just explores so much lore. So much lore. But what I really like about this episode is Cobb Vanth, played by Timothy Olyphant. I really liked his character, and he's actually a character pulled from the Aftermath book, and a very minor character at that. I definitely didn't expect to see him this early on, but at the same time, I know he had been hinted, so it's good that we got to see him. You know, it's a character that we had been following from the tabloids, leaking this a little bit, and so it was cool to see that character, how he got the armor of Boba Fett, and Mando is, of course, trying to get that back, and we get to see a krayt dragon in live action. I love that. So this episode is just really cool for exploring that lore, of course, giving us that feel of the original trilogy. And that's one quality I really love about Mando, is that you feel like you're in the original trilogy. You know, we saw the krayt dragon early on in the original trilogy. It's skeleton only. And I like that we actually get to see it here, and we actually get to experience it live action for the first time together. Amazing. So I really, really like this episode. Now, Timothy Olyphant's character is actually playing the sheriff of this town, and I really like that. And there's just so many qualities in this episode that's really cool. Great cinematography, of course, and Baby Yoda looks so adorable. I mean, just so precious. But another thing that I like about this episode is that the Tusken Raiders are actually seen like communing with people and working with them, and they're working together to take down this krayt dragon. I thought that was really cool, but we also got another reference. It's in an abandoned Sarlacc pit. So I instantly knew, okay, Boba Fett's alive. We're going to see Boba Fett. Spoiler warning one more time if you made it this far and haven't seen it. We do see Boba Fett at the end of the episode, and I knew it. I was like, I know we're going to see a cameo, maybe even a mention at the least, but we do see Boba Fett at the end of the episode, which I knew it. I knew we had to see him once they referenced the Sarlacc pit. And again, just so many references. You know, Tatooine, where they're at, feels very much like Mos Eisley. I can't quite remember the name of the town, but it's another Mos. And I knew, I was like, okay, we're back on Tatooine. We're in the feeling of the original trilogy, and it's just so good. And a quality I really like about The Mandalorian is there's not this reliance on the Force. You know, the Force will come out of Baby Yoda every now and then, and he'll help and assist. But what I really like is that Mando gets through this stuff with tactics, his battle tactics, his wits. And that's where we see here when he defeats the krayt dragon, everybody was getting either eaten alive or devoured by its acid spit, which was crazy. And Mando comes up with a plan to defeat it. He allows himself to be eaten, and from the inside explodes a bantha strapped with explosives and flies out with his jetpack. Man, it's epic. And of course, the jetpack is so cool. This is just such a great series. It looks good. It feels like we're in the original trilogy. It just is such an awesome series. I really like The Mandalorian for that it gives us that feeling, and that it's just original. And we get some callbacks to other things as well. You know, we get to see the lady from episode 5 in the first season. She's back in. just so many good things. It's a really cool episode. It didn't feel like it was doing too much. You know, we didn't see Ahsoka Tano. We didn't get all these things in the first episode. We did get Boba Fett at the very end, so we got a little drop to kind of keep our mouths wet here and keep us curious. So I'm very curious about the next episode, what's going to happen. I wonder if Cobb is going to come back into play. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you think this is it for him. You know, Mando does a really good thing by having these self-contained episodes that do connect kind of loosely, but at the same time, they're very, very self-contained. Mando is still looking to reunite Baby Yoda with his people. We didn't get too much more of that, but I'm sure some of that is going to come later on in the season. Let me know your predictions down in the comments, guys. What do you think is coming up? So much in that episode. It was just really cool. I love being back. Now, I wouldn't be a critic without a couple of, negatives. One negative is that I felt some lingering in the episode here and there, but that'll tend to happen. It is the first episode only, but I gotta admit, guys, I am jumping up and down about this episode. I really liked it. I liked just about every quality of it. I like that we got to see Cobb in the flashback actually shoot down these guys that were invading the town. I was like, what word can I think of? Sorry, it's past 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm a little bit short on the brain here. But he defeated some raiders that were trying to come and interrogate the town. And so that's what made him the sheriff of the town that he's in, which they call Freetown, I want to say, Free City or something like that. So I thought that was cool just to give us a little backstory. And it also showed the Death Star being blown up. So I was like, great, another awesome reference to the original trilogy. And they just keep on hitting us with these references. And you guys let me know, does it feel too much sometimes? Does it just feel like, okay, you guys are just trying to cater to us, or does it feel tasteful? Because to me, I like that we get these tasteful little details. And, in the first episode, we're back on Tatooine. We see the Banthas, we see the Tusken Raiders. As a Star Wars fan and as a really big original trilogy fan, love this episode. You all let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments. What do you think's to come? Do you think this is the last we see of Cobb? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. And that krayt dragon, what did you think? Were you underwhelmed? Did you like the design? Personally, I really like the design. I think some people may be a little underwhelmed just due to, of course, the art that's out on the internet, how we predicted how it would look. But I like how it looked in live action. I really liked it. I thought maybe it could have been a little bigger, but hey, you know what? What we got, I'm happy with. And I'm happy with my Baby Yoda, y'all. Y'all let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments. And be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want some more content on The Mandalorian, movies, TV shows with a sprinkle of anime and gaming, guys. And we will see you next time on Geekly Goods.